Hi, I'm Mr. Yang. Today, I want to talk about how to write the manuscript. Actually, the manuscript writing is for a SME, subject matter expert. You can think SME as a lecturer. You could be a manager position, but you have to understand how to make the manuscript because it can define the e-learning content quality. And I suppose you will make someone to write a manuscript. Keep warm and understand clearly. Okay, here we go. This is today's subtopics. Firstly, I will talk about overview of manuscript. You will learn how the manuscript is composed. Second, detail of manuscript. We will look closely at the manuscript. Third, I will give you some tips for your manuscript writing. And we will talk about assignment finally. Okay, do you like chicken? I think it is the world's best snack. I want to introduce Korean's favorite snack. You know, Korea sounds like Republic of Chicken. In 2016, around 35,000 of McDonald's are located in the world. But look at the South Korea. 36,000 of chicken restaurants are located in Korea. High competition and high taste. Welcome to Chicken World. Among the high competitive chicken franchise in Korea, I recommend the Mom's Touch. Especially, they are crazy. Actually, I don't like chicken. The taste cannot compare with beef. But Mom's Touch is different. Look at this. They have a lot of seasoning, but the seasoning is too delicious. You have to order it. I will tell you the name of it. First one, this one, 찜해딱. You can say 찜해딱 주세요. 주세요 is give me. Second one is 치파오, a little bit spicy. Third one is incredible. The name is masala chicken. Yeah, you can think, yeah, the masala chicken tastes like curry. Mom's Touch is one of the franchise that means located everywhere in Korea. You guys can find it near of your accommodation and you can taste variety chickens and hamburger. I have to take it one today. All right. Let us check today's goal. Our goal is for writing our own manuscript. Firstly, we will check out what is manuscript, and then we will look closely at detail on second topic of lecture. I think somebody have already seen these kinds of e-learning content. Yes, this is a professional e-learning. Interview at the first, writing something, introduced by announcer, design the intersection, attract story, and everything. You can make it, but everything needs basic. Step by step, that I want to ask you. This time, we will learn how to make manuscript that is foundation of all output. This is manuscript overview. I want you to remember one thing. Write your voice. That is very important because almost the first time SME doesn't write narration script. They think it is a class material for a student. So they usually just copy from the book and paste. I will ask you how to write the correct e-learning manuscript today. This is also kinds of assignment. You guys listen and carefully. Do you remember those pictures? Manuscript can be the storyboard and contents. You can write a class material word style of manuscript or PPT presentation style of manuscript. But you have to follow the learning flow to match up all the outputs. Okay, look at that. This is the process of e-learning contents development. In other words, this is SME point of view. You probably will ask me, I'm not SME. I'm a manager. Yes, I know. But who cares for SME? That means you have to know it. Those all specific words are related SME. But red color works, those are SME duties. But blue color means related SME works. I want you to remember this slide well because it will process on the manuscript with this sequence. The pages are not separated. You can think before the video taking works are doing at the same time, but that time needs syllabus and manuscript. So this is a tip for you. When you process on the contents development, try to take the syllabus and manuscript firstly, because without them, nothing can process it. This is what I say, planning these syllabus, manuscript needs guide, and prototype needs all the middle outputs such as manuscript, storyboard, and video. The prototype is first e-learning content chapter. Normally, 5 to 15 chapters are organized as one subject. The prototype is normally first chapter and fixed the style, concept, and design. Now, look at the manuscript guide. You guys will make your own e-learning content until invitation training. You have two styles of manuscript guide. One is class material word style, and the other one is PPT presentation style of guide. You can choose any style of guide. Which style do you like? Actually, you have to talk with the instructional designer, ID. But this time, you are SME and ID position together. So you make a decision by yourself. You can choose more comfortable style, but I want you to remember one thing. You have to write script. That is not a class material. This is for video taking and storyboard making. So this reasons why many SME like PPT style. Okay, I also want to recommend you to choose the presentation style of manuscript. You can take a video easily and storyboard also. I'm not sure students like a PPT style or class material word style, but the presentation style is much easier for the e-learning content development. Now, I'm telling you how to write the PPT style of manuscript simply. The first basic step is making your PPT on left side and put your narration on the bottom. This is a slide note part. If you want to explain or ask something to ID or multimedia developer MD, ask on right part. On this formation is basic of presentation style. How to write it, and then you can write manuscript with the learning flow. You guys have already seen this slide on the orientation lecture. Your manuscript guide also made with this learning flow for a unity between output. Now, I think somebody wants to give me a question how to know the learning flow. Yes, look at the manuscript guide. Our e-learning contents have 5 parts. Intro doesn't matter. I will ask you the reason of why on second part today. Attract. This is attracting student eyes when you watch it on this lecture. Learning. Yes, learning is simple. Yeah, knowledge part. You can think it's a lecture part. Quiz. I wanna ask you. You put the multiple choice quiz on it. Summary. I put the keyword, but that is by yourself. You also can put the sentence. Look, easy. Okay. Trust me, I will make you an expert. Okay, let's take a closer look at the learning flow on the second part. The second part, I will talk about detailed manuscript. You guys will understand how to write the manuscript. Before to look at the detail, remind your memory. Now, you know how important our learning flow is because all the output will follow it. You also have seen this slide to understand the learning flow. Through the e-learning contents development output, I want to ask one more time, keep the learning flow. Do not change as you like. Remember, the learning flow should be set up before to develop the e-learning contents, especially before the manuscript writing. Now we try to divide it simply. Actually, we can think the learning flow can be separated 3 parts simply, and we also can change it by ourselves. I will ask you how to set up the learning flow in the invitation training. Now, we just focus on how to write manuscript. Try to compare with our learning flow with it. Intro includes open page, that is intro part from our manuscript. Lecture is learning part, and outro is quiz and summary part. Let's take a close look at the first intro part. Normally, the intro part includes cover page and interesting story as attract part, and learning object also can be classified to intro part. Firstly, this is an example of a cover page. Then you have seen the first part of this lecture. I think you have already expected this part is designer's work. You can make it with a design tool or authoring tool. We will try to practice you make it an invitation program, but I recommend you just understand how to make it. I think designer can make it better than you and me. Look at the story part. I suppose you could give me a question about it if you watch it e-learning content. how to make the attract part and what does we need. Look at the picture for more understanding. You write an interesting story that relate your chapter story, and instructional designer ID will make a storyboard, and multimedia developer MD make content page with a manuscript, storyboard, video, narration with the authoring tool. Like that, I will show you several attract part cases in invitation program. Okay, let us more focus on the manuscript writing, specifically attract part. We will put a designed picture with a narration. Somebody want to put animation for it, but I want to tell you the Beijing method for it. So we need a script-based story on the attract part. The volume should be 3 to 5 minutes. That's enough. If you have appropriate pictures put into the script, it will help when you make a storyboard and content. Learning objects are a necessary part. You guys have to write the learning object and content clearly. Let us think thousands of students will watch your e-learning content and hundreds of your co-workers will watch it. Yes, we should set up the objective clearly. I will ask you what the clear manuscript is on the last topic of this lecture. The second part is lecture. You can deliver your knowledge for the student. It is one caution. You guys do not copy and paste on your manuscript. We need a script that is your voice writing. I think I asked you several times. You will make a storyboard and also take a video. So you need to prepare the script bottom of your PPT slide. Look at my PPT manuscript of this slide page. I'm taking a video with it. I think you know how to pull out the PPT notes. Click the bottom frame and drag out the slide note with a mouse. Look like picture. It will be much help for your video taking and storyboard making, because most of SME are embarrassed when they perform in front of the camera. I also want you put support class materials. It will be picture, story, and etc. Well, I don't want to recommend a YouTube video because student doesn't want to watch the teachers is just standing in the e-learning content. What we'll do during a video watching time, just standing and watch it together. If you need a video, just capture some scene and explain it with your voice. Did you fully understand? I will show you an example. Look at the picture. Teacher explained with a captured picture, but the picture is from YouTube. Another supporting material is from pictures. That is common educational supporting resource. I think more pictures can take better understanding of your knowledge. Originally, SME should provide related all pictures for the storyboard, but it is hard. So SME can put message to ID, instructional designer, like that. And then ID check the message and put the pictures on it. Anytime you have to put resource, it is good method to put reference that put number on the slide and show the all references information at one slide to last slide. Breaking is interesting story like a track part, but it is short story like news or your experience to relax student. So this part needs a story script, picture also. It can be a supporting method. Yeah, it's very good. Yeah, supporting method. Yeah, do not put only pictures. Yeah, I saw sometimes many SMEs just put pictures to relax. That is not. We need a script. You will also explain it on your lecture, of course. Okay, after breaking story pace is going on final. Third part is started with a quiz. This time we will limit a method. Prepare 3 multiple choice quizzes. This is example picture. You write multiple choice quiz and correct answer with explanation. I think somebody will ask me, I don't want to put correct answer because student doesn't want to study. Some SME could think remove the correct answer is right. Although that is correct for students, manuscript should be included every information. Second outro part is summary. You can put any style of summary. First picture is keyword style, what you have seen before, and right picture is traditional method of summary. Summary is just a summary like that. Do not copy and paste from your script directly. Do not mess up on the final stage. Finally, put the title of next lecture on the final page. You don't have to write all the next chapter's topics. You couldn't finish up the manuscript writing well. I want you to check out the architecture of manuscript once again. Okay, you have already known how to write the e-learning content manuscript. This is tips for better quality. I will give you 4 tips that I want to remember. First tip. This tip can make your manuscript more systematic. Sometimes SME changes learning content's name when they write the topic. I want to match up learning contents with each topic. And the quiz should check the learning objects up. What if SME write a student can understand the definition of SME rule on the learning object? It is much better to provide on the quiz part. Of course, summary also needed. Second tip, you have to keep the order through the architecture. It will help to separate between topic with subsection. I recommend the left form of architecture order. I think it will make clear and unified understanding of letter for student. Look at the architecture order. Top is topic. Under is subsection with numbering. And I capitalized English alphabet on the lower letter. Following section, I used a point on the middle. I wish no more use a subsection. Third tip is related with the second, but you could understand why I ask similar message to you. Non-experienced SME usually write their own classification order. I want to say, do not make like this. It will be hard to understand as storyboard work and development even student. Final tip is quiz part. You will take a quiz materialized class at the invitation training. So we can put more letter. This time we are making a Bayesian method. No fill in the blank. No writing quiz right now. Oh, this is today's keywords. You guys have to remind with the words. I ask you the process, that is SME's view and two-style guides. I also ask you of flow. It's divided as 3 flow and slide notes. You know how to pull out the slide notes, I told you. Tips, systematic, architecture, learning, and assignment, I will tell you now. You have been waiting for a long time. Your assignment is open. This is direction. You can take the manuscript from other. You will be a manager or director, so it is okay. But you have to fix it to meet our requirement. Or not, just writing by yourself. The manuscript volume is 13 minutes long, 30. That includes all educational events, I mean learning flow. Please submit your assignment by my email. My email address is yang@nadal.net. You can check my address on here. Today's lecture is finished. I wish you guys take this lecture one more time. Finally, I want to say spring is coming in Korea now. That means time to go shopping. You know, all department stores will have a big sale on April. See you soon. Bye.